and there's nothing to be ashamed of. I really, somebody was asking me that how come I can talk about it without shame. I'm like, shame for what? It's my wedding. I got married. That is the goal. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. Returning subscribers, I really appreciate you. I love you. My name is TitOluwa Sam Oladapo, and I film about faith, love, marriage, relationships, God, and just my opinions on regular and common phenomena regular stuff in the world today. I film from Lagos, Nigeria, right? I think I already said that. So today I just want it should be short. I want to talk about why I rented my wedding dress and why I think you can rent your own as well. So that fairy tale of a young girl always dreaming of her wedding, that she's going to marry she's going to be married to a Prince Charming, like not the marriage, the wedding ceremony. I don't think I ever shared that American dream. I just never, it was just never my definition where I growing up, I just never was the sentimental person towards my wedding. I always thought about my marriage. I'm telling you, I don't know if anybody was like me, but at some point I would walk on the road, like I'll be in, maybe my mom sends me to go and do something. I'm just walking around the compound or something, guys. I'll be walking around the compound and I'll be walking like a wife, like that Nollywood wife. I'll be talking to imaginary children, imaginary staff, just making it a crumb. What are you doing there? I just knew that first of all I was going to marry my friend. Then I'll be on the bed. I'll just laugh. My husband is making me laugh. It was really about the marriage for me. I'm telling you, if I had fairy tale, it was not about, or dreams. It wasn't about the wedding. I'm telling you, I don't know where I got my own thinking from. Maybe because we didn't watch so many cartoons growing up. We watched Donut Man. My mom rather stuffed us up with the word, with Donut Man, Christian music. That's how I grew up. So cartoons came in when I was much more into my teenage years. So I think that already formed, right? Thinking about it now, I think that's why, because there was just never that in my head. Never that, never that. Anyway, so that happened. Now, we got married in 2020, got engaged 2019, got married in 2020, December, exactly 1 year after I got engaged. But before then, a lot of things had happened. I keep saying I'll gist you guys about it. And trust me, I will. Anyway, so a lot of things that happened leading up to our wedding. It was from one glass to another goal. So I think, we didn't know that we're going to get married until 3 weeks before our marriage. Like we knew, we had been planning to. Of course, we were engaged 2019, and just the proceedings to get to the point of marriage they were not happening. Different things were just happening that was not in tandem. It didn't collate to leading to our wedding. So even the registry wedding we did was in major faith, right? Just trusting God that every other thing would fall in line. But before that, we had so when my husband is talking about things, what I want, I was never really, I think the only thing I was just very strong about was my makeup and my hair. My wedding dress was just never a major thing. It wasn't anything for me to worry my head about. So I remember that, because now, okay, we saved money. We participated in forex, and stuff. So we had saved the money that we were supposed to use for our wedding with this investor. Few weeks to our wedding, everything castigates. Everything castigated. This was few weeks. My husband ordered a shoe. It got stuck in the mail. It didn't deliver. My friend had gotten married. She got married in America, and our wedding was private. Like we was on Zoom and everything. She was like, so instead of using, why don't you get my wedding gown and you can adjust it as you see fit and whatever, So she sent her wedding dress via EMS or something like that, mail. Guess what, guys? It got stuck in the mail. Ah, la 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 la. There was nothing I didn't do. Wedding dress did not. In fact, I think I started getting notification that the wedding gown I was supposed to use landed in Nigeria. Well, 3 weeks after my wedding. So I had to rent. I just didn't, prior, I'd already been saying I would rent my wedding gown. It was my husband that was like, nah, no, let's make it. We'll do it. We'll do that. When everything had already looked the way it looked, it's almost Pokulumu should. It's almost subtitle is struggling. Well, it's almost everything was literally in a haze. I was dates. It was like we had to make a wedding happen in 3 weeks, a proper wedding, church wedding with reception. So I went to order from Brides and More. I carried myself from Ibadan, came to Lagos to look for wedding dress in a day. I remember that I was in the bridal store and I'm like, wait, why did I want to sew wedding dress before? Because, guys, my wedding dress was amazing. I still get messages about my wedding dress till today. Amazing. But hear me, guys. Hear me, guys. After the wedding, if I had sewn that my wedding dress, if it was my own, the stress of what to do with it would have overwhelmed me. And I'm not just kind of person to just say, just keep it somewhere. It should always be in my head. What am I supposed to do with it? What am I supposed to do? And it was it was taking space. My dad is one that had to even carry when I came back from Lagos and I was entering, my dad had to carry the wedding dress. It was very heavy. It was very heavy. But the sweetness of it was my best man, as we were going to our honeymoon, we just gave the wedding dress to the best man and he found a way to deliver it back to the store, and that was the end. All I need from that wedding dress is pictures. Do I have pictures? Yes. So if you are like me, you live a minimal lifestyle to the best of your ability. And trust me, my wedding gown was not cheap to rent. Me too, I thought wedding gown to be is rent like 20K. I was dreaming. I rented that wedding dress for 120,000 naira. She didn't even remove. I even told her to make it 100K. Omo, nothing. 120K. That's how much I rented my wedding dress for. But it was worth it, right? So if I was supposed to make that kind of wedding dress, maybe it would be like 500K or something. But then at the end of the day, I won't be able to wear it anywhere again. I won't be able to do anything with it again. So if you are like me, for some people, they have to, and I've not seen anybody's picture with that wedding dress. Maybe it's somewhere I really don't know, but I've never really seen it. And if you do, it's fine, it's okay. And so, you didn't marry my husband now. Even my registry dress that I used, guys, I gave it out at the end because as much I wore it one more time and that was it. I wore it to somebody's birthday party. And even at that, I was looking like a bride. But that was it. After that, I knew that I couldn't wear it again. So I just gave it out. I did some type of challenge. Not even challenge. Who wants it? Who's the first person that wants this thing on Instagram? And the person sorted out at the. If you are like me, like you don't like stress, you don't want to be thinking after your wedding, you don't want to be thinking of where am I supposed to keep my wedding dress, where it's supposed to be, this. Who do I give it to? Do I transform it? Do I use it to make my baby's first consecration kiniko? Buy it, they sell it. Why don't you just buy? It's for baby now instead of start the entire sentiment. If you cannot, and I feel like for rented wedding dresses, you have more options at cheaper rates. Like you have better options. So what I would have made, if I paid 120K to make a dress, it may not be as nice as that because that was properly tailored. I don't even know who made it, but it was properly tailored. I remember wearing it. It was properly tailored. It was such a beautiful dress, guys. The back, the front, beautiful. I remember my mom kept talking about my mom is not the kind of person to be doling out compliments anyhow, but my mom was talking about how I made her proud with that wedding dress. She didn't know anything about it. My mother, what I was planning her own. You get, my mommy raised us to be independent, so is she saw it the day she saw it. Nobody say she saw it before. So my own is, if you don't like stress, rent your wedding dress. There are so many vendors these days, so many vendors that you can rent from. So go ahead and rent your wedding dress. It's not a big deal at all. Rent your wedding dress, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. I really, somebody was asking me that how come I can talk about it without shame. I'm like, shame for what? It's my wedding. I got married. That is the goal. How is what I wore the goal? And if you want to look good, I looked good, guys. I looked so mwah. Even me, I know. But more fine. Oh my, I made a beautiful bride. That's all that matters. If you focus so much on what people will say or what people will think, you will not live your life. So if you are getting married soon, or you know someone that's getting married soon, and maybe she's contemplating renting, rent it. Now, if you can afford it, go ahead. You can sell it afterwards. You can sell it to vendors that rent and all that if you can afford it. But for me, honestly, what I could afford for my wedding dress was, at that time, because it was in a hurry and all that, was 120,000. And then 2020, I didn't work at all. I didn't work. I'd resigned. I was suffering from a burnout and all that, and it had been stressful. I went ahead and rented. Oh. Don't be ashamed of yourself. See, little beginnings, they are sweet for stories like this. You don't want to stress yourself. Why must it be on Bella Niger? Why must it be? Why already? Take little by little, he will bless you. Don't rush into. When I got married to my husband, for the first 5 months, we didn't have a television set. We didn't have a TV. No TV. We got it in May. May, that's when we got a TV. We were watching it on our phone. See, guys, take it easy. You see this, everything must be big, or you borrow money to do wedding. It doesn't make sense. Do what you can afford when you can afford it. Your dream, it will come to pass. You can do vow renewal. It's not even in this generation. We can do vow renewal at any point. 10 years, you can come in, do a proper vow renewal that it will be like wedding service when you can afford it. Don't kill yourself. The goal is to be married. Get married. If you can afford it, or maybe you have parents that are going to underwrite it and all that, and you know that it's not, when they underwrite it, you are not under them. Because some people, you sell your esteem, your dignity, because you want someone to pay for your wedding. You don't have to do that. If they are going to give you out of the goodness of their heart, go ahead. Enjoy the blessings of God. But if it should be small, make the most of where you are. Enjoy where you are on the way to where you are going. It's not see, we've heard so many things. You see social media, and you see things come out, and you still see how people still base their lives on people's highlight reels. You don't know what is going on in the back door. Sit with your husband to be. Understand each other's pockets, and like, okay, we can't afford this, we can afford this. And make sure that you don't spend all your money on your wedding. Don't drink garri after your wedding. Do not drink garri after your wedding. Save for your honeymoon. Save. So cut out irrelevancies when you can. If you've gone around, go around. There's so many bridal vendors where you can rent amazing wedding gowns. They'll wash it for you, iron it for you, make it fit you. What are you stressing yourself for? So if you want to save costs, if you are a minimal person, you don't like load. Me, if I don't wear clothes for a year, 6 months, I've given it out. I will not be carrying wedding gown up and down. You like minimal lifestyle, you can't afford it. Rent a wedding gown and you look beautiful. Trust me. Where did I rent it? I rented it in Ikeja. They didn't pay for ads, but just check bridal vendors, rent a bridal. That's how I put it on Instagram. That's how I found them. So just put anything on Instagram and let the Holy Spirit lead you to good ones. I went into the store, so you have to go into the store to rent. For those that are abroad, I think you can send your measurement, they will adjust it to you or something. So the world has gone past the stage of putting your stressing yourself over things that can be outsourced. Don't remain there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. I hope you have learned a thing or two. Let me know what you have learned in the comment section. God bless you. Bye.